Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to play some Izzet Drakes today. Living up to my name, playing some Drakes. Although this doesn't have Enigma Drake, we're just dealing with the Crackling Drake. Yeah, so this is a deck that's been going around. I believe this is based off the list that won the Classic in Baltimore this weekend. If you haven't checked out SCG coverage for Baltimore, you definitely should. I got a player spotlight that weekend, so shout out to me. Yay me. Even though I did horrific this weekend, I did so poorly. But Arclight decks won, I think, every single tournament this weekend. I think they won both, like Arclight Phoenix decks won both Classics and the Open, but they were both, I think this was an Arclight Mirror in the finals. So like there was basically, 24 or whatever Arclight Phoenix decks or Arclight Phoenixes in like the top two of the three different tournaments, just like a billion of them. The point is the card did well. So we're gonna be giving the card a try, testing for SCGCON, which actually I'm leaving for tomorrow. So after achievement tonight, I got a pack for that. But yeah, so we're gonna try this strategy out. Obviously, it's got some merit. It's done very well. So let's just like dive right in. This is the basic normal children's mana base as far as I know. That seems pretty typical for me. You got the 6 islands. There's the 6 mountains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. The Izzet Guildgate is the 21st land. You play the 4/4, so it's like nice clean 6/6 4/4, and then like this ugly thing. Yeah, land base pretty simple. 4 shocks, pretty good removal spell right now. Although I don't actually know how good it is. And the standard testing I've done prior to today, shock has been pretty medium, and I actually kind of want to cut some, but I want to try the list stock as it is before I go do anything crazy. 4 opt. Just the start, the best cantrip in the cantrip suite because it's 1 mana, so like you can like in a deck that's very mana hungry with a bunch of 4 drops and like eventually 6 drops and stuff, like you really opt is just like very good at being mana efficient and actually looks at another card, doesn't just draw blind cards. The one of Dive Down I really like. I think Dive Down's in a very good position. It's very nice to like play this or this on turn 5 and like protect it with Dive Down backup. And that's just like, it's almost unbeatable if they're just like green-black slam like a Chupacabra. You're like, okay, cool, protect it with Dive Down. Or, so anything like that. Vivian Reed against Crackling Drake. You're like, cool, Dive Down. So I really like that. Moving on. Blink of the Eye. I think this is for like Conclave Tribunals and stuff like that. Also just like random permanents. Like, you're just like, the standard's a lot about what's on the board. It always has been. So being able to pick something up off the board and draw a card is like good enough, even though it doesn't insert permanently. Just like Into the Royal is legitimately a good enough Magic card. Chart of Course, kind of the next best cantrip in the cantrip suite, especially with Electromancer out, which is down here. There we go. Electromancer just kind of makes these 2 mana cantrips, Charter Course, Tormenting Voice, and Radical Idea work. Like they're just like pretty bad cards. Why are we playing on this shitty client? I didn't really want to mess with getting Arena together, so I just didn't. Hey, thanks for the resubscription, Butter. Play Arena next time, you fool. I'll look into that. I'll look into building my own personal Arena collection over the course of Christmas break. But for this tournament, for this stream, I didn't have enough time to put everything together. I was really, really busy this week with testing. Niv plus Dive Down equals Splinterton plus Peshermite. Dylan, that's actually really true. Like, Niv almost is basically a 1-card Exarch plus Twin, but Dive Down is like Exarch plus Twin with Remand backup against like Tron or something. I don't even know. Just like it's a clinic. It's disgusting. But for this list, the Nivs are in the sideboard, so like we don't get this simple Splitter Twin in the main deck. Yeah, thank you very much for the resubscription, Mitch. I really appreciate it. Make sure you get me your donation deck list. If your donation request is simply play Arena, I will be doing that at some point during Christmas break. After the Invitational, I'll just be building my own Arena collection, just playing some Arena. That'll be a pretty sweet experience. Hope you guys have that to look forward to. Back to the deck. So 2 Radical Ideas. I don't know if that's calculated or not. Seems kind of nonsense because I really like having maximum ways to discard Arclight and make the card good because that's what our deck's about. But hopefully just the Tormenting Voice, Charter Courses, and 2 Radical Ideas, that like 10 card package is like reasonable enough. Lava Coil, just kind of the best removal spell right now. Answers basically everything you want to answer cleanly. Answers Drakes, answers Wild Growth Walkers, answers like, I don't know, like pick a card. Phoenixes are nice to answer with that. Just like most creatures that aren't just absurdly large get answered by Lava Coil. Basically anything 4 mana or less, just squish. So just just card we want, get things out of the way. We're kind of a control deck, like, at heart. So you just want to have removal spells. Goblin Electromancer 4. That seems high to me. Drawing the second one seems pretty bad. But hey, you know what? I didn't win the Classic, so what do I know? But yeah, Electromancer just kind of makes for busted turns where you just like, it produces 3 or 4 mana on a single turn where you're just like Tormenting Voicing, Charter Coursing, Radical IDing, and flashing it back and just like putting a billion Phoenixes in play and killing people. It's kind of the idea, right? Beacon Bolt. That's just like the best like hard removal spell blue-red has. Blue-red's always struggled with things that have like more than like 3 or 4 toughness because all of blue-red's removal is all damage based. Beacon Bolt kind of surpasses that because it is damage based still, but it's just like the ceiling on it is enormous, and being able to have multiple in one card is also extremely attractive. I think Beacon Bolt was a very, very good pickup for this deck, and I'm glad to see 2 in this deck. Crackling Drake. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? That's what we signed up. That's what we do. Just good, efficient threat, replaces itself, massive, beats him down. What's not to love? Arclight Phoenix, the man of the hour, woman of the hour, bird of the hour. It's bonkers. Play it. If you don't own them, I'm sorry. They're basically sold out everywhere. Card's busted. Murmuring Mystic. This is a card I can't really place. It seems like a bunch of people don't know how many of this card they should be playing. Like, obviously it has, like, a lot of parallels to like Monastery Mentor, Young Pyromancer kind of effects, in that it's like, I mean, literally does the same thing. Whenever you cast instant sorcery, it makes a token. They're flying, which is nice, but 4 mana is a lot. But 5 toughness is attractive, especially when everybody's playing Lava Coils, right? So, but I've seen anything from none main 2 side, 1 main 1 side, 2 main. I've seen everything with this card. It seems like 2 is the right number to have in your list, but where to put them is just like, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. Drake, after not playing Phoenix in the Classic, maybe that card's okay. Yeah, I mean, it might be. It might be. After winning all 3 tournaments this weekend, it might be all right. Mirari Conjecture in the main deck. I don't even know how to start assessing this card. This is like a lot of what I'm interested in finding out when testing is like, this card has a lot of text on it, and some of the text is pretty good. Like doubling spells sounds bonkers. Returning spells is good. The thing is this like the best thing we could be doing for 5 mana? I don't know. So that's something I'm looking to find out, especially testing like this kind of deck list. Moving on to the sideboard real quick. 2 Shivan Fire, just like being able to like tune our removal suite to be able to, you know, answer small creatures a little better. Also, this removal spell can kind of become a pseudo Lava Coil with like just kicking it. That's pretty attractive. Fiery Cannonade. I like this because like our go wide matchups are not very good. Like I really think Drakes has a lot of time struggling with, or a lot of time struggles with decks that go wide. So I'm pretty interested in having the triple sweeper in the sideboard. Same with this. Like this is for green black. Everybody knows it's for green black. If you've been on Twitter or Facebook recently, basically every SCG grinder is looking for this card because it's played in I think both Jeskai and Drakes. Card's great. You just got to meteor some morons and like it blows all their stuff up. Kills all of what green black's doing. They're playing big creatures and they're playing planeswalkers. This blows it all up. It's bonkers. So this card's kind of getting a little bit of hype. Disdainful Stroke, just, I mean, generically good card. We remember how good this is during the cons block, which we actually do have the cons ones here in the deck. Very flexible, good in the control matchups. Answers, you know, Planeswalkers, Excellence Binding, stuff like that. Just like the big flashy spells that aren't Niv-Mizzet because Niv-Mizzet's busted. Answers that. Negate, kind of along the same vein. Although Negate can kind of double as like protection. So like under an Electromancer, you can have 1 mana Negate, which is like pretty powerful for protecting your combo pieces and just letting you go off. So Negate's pretty attractive in this Electromancer deck. Another Murmuring Mystic. Don't really know what number of how many of this card need to be where, but it is a good card in a deck with a lot of spells, so we'll see how good it is. All right, like rounding out to the sideboard, we got a lot of mana symbols. We got the 4th Crackling Drake, which I actually think this is kind of lazy. Like I think this is kind of a lazy sideboard slot. Like in the spots where we want to bring a Drake in, I kind of feel like we want another Enigma Drake, just something that's cheaper because we want to be blocking with it is when I assume we want the 4th one. I don't actually know, but there's a 4th one in the sideboard, so why not? We'll try to figure out when I want that. Then a billion Niv-Mizzets. This card's just the best card in Standard. As Dylan mentioned earlier, like with Dive Down or even like Spell Pierce or even just like a cantrip. Basically this with any spell on the same turn is just like Exarch plus Twin. Like you get to just deal 1 million damage, start gunning everything down, you get to draw 1 million cards, and your deck's busted. So that kind of rounds out the deck. Let's see if we actually have enough money to play some standard. Hey, look, we do, chat. We're rich. We're rich. You might get to watch me play the open chest till we have 80 points game if we do poorly with this deck, but hopefully it doesn't come down to that. All right, let's play some magics. Enough yapping. Although I'm going to continue to yap throughout this stream. That's what you signed up for. The upside of Moto is that you can't miss your Niv triggers, which is very important for me. Yeah, I mean, I played Drakes in the Classic. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I played a version of Drakes in the Classic, just something that a buddy of mine told me to play, and it was disastrous. I am sufficiently inexperienced with Niv-Mizzet, which is why we're here. We're playtesting. That's what we're doing. Welcome to my playtesting session. Drakes of playtesting. I'm pretty excited. The standard seems pretty deep. My complaints about standard so far is something that I've kind of talked to at least Chad about, is that I think that Niv-Mizzet is pretty miserable to play against. Carnage Tyrant is kind of along the same vein. Any of these like True Name Nemesis cards, right? Like True Name Nemesis is the like easiest one to point to because it's just the most egregious. Like, hey, I have protection from you. But any of these like protection from player cards, like, I mean, Thrawn the Last Troll, I feel like was one of the first. It was just like really, really good. Stacking Niv triggers and mirrors is going to be a headache. I agree. Yes, I'd love to play first. Anyways, yeah, like Carnage Tyrant and Niv-Mizzet kind of make for some pretty miserable gameplay. Carnage Tyrant's like a little better about it because you can just like block, like beating it in combat's actually not the most unreasonable thing to do. Whereas Niv-Mizzet is just like, if you untap with Niv-Mizzet, you're just dead. This hand is like, I'm pretty sure supremely poor, especially on the play. All right, get out of here. Boop. All right, that's much better. Ah, these could be anything, chat. Anything. Probably just going to be lands. All right, I'll put that on bottom. This deck is kind of weak to flooding, so I'm just going to like bottom extra lands initially, even though there's a chance that later in this game, these cantrips will be looking for lands, even though I just bottomed one. We don't know that for sure, and like the danger of flooding this deck is like pretty high. All right, well, that'll probably help us keep from flooding. Ooh, now we get to play Electromancer, which is pretty nice. That was a very, very fortunate draw. Disaster. Cards that punish you for playing Magic are so miserable. That is correct. Green, black. Apparently this matchup is supposed to be good. Let's find out. I lost to it. I managed to lose to it all 3 times, I think. No, I played it 4 times in the Classic, and I beat it once with Drakes. But I am also atrocious at Magic. Well, I don't want to attack. I think I just want a radical idea. I want to cast my 2-mana ones. Like, I can always hold the ops, and if this, like, dies, then, like, we can still get Phoenixes into play pretty easily with ops. But, like, I think I want to cast my 2-mana cantrips first. So let's cast this and see where we end up. Chart, of course, huh? Alright, well, let's cast the Chart, of course. Maybe we're supposed to cast Radical Idea. I don't know, I'm casting Chart, of course. Tormenting Voice. Very interesting. We're at the point where we're probably supposed to start discarding cantrips, which honestly might be a reason for me not to have led on Radical Idea, but I didn't want to start making decisions about how to sequence this hand without first... I'm going to discard this mountain, I think. Without just, like, having a little bit more just raw information. So, because, like, that discard was actually kind of difficult. Alright. I think I would like to pay 2 life. I actually think I'm going to fire off an opt. It doesn't feel great, but, like, I really want to find Phoenixes to discard. Of course, there's one. Alright, well, ding. Wish I had a way to discard it, but I don't. But that's fine. We can get it into play next turn. I really just want to be discarding Phoenixes with, like, this and this. So, like, casting that first Charter Course was just, like, kind of a Hail Mary to find a Phoenix. But we should be alright now. This just means they have another creature to play. Probably not another Removal Spell. Probably J-Light Ranger. Yeah. Surprise! Another J-Light Ranger. I expect them to graveyard that. And what was the other card? Cast Down. They have a Cast Down we know about. Boop. Tannen, what's going on? If I had to do commentary if I match yours while playing this deck, I would have so much fun with it. I would say Drake in every sentence. That's true. That's true. Tannen, did you make some decisions on what you're playing? I know you were kind of in the tank earlier about what to play. Did you make some decisions? If you want to find Phoenix you should have chart. I mean, I did chart. I don't understand. Opt is better at digging a little better. Boop. All right, let's Tormenting Voice. Like the easiest. I think this is the easiest play. Is just like Tormenting Voice, discarding Arclight. All right, it's just like the obvious thing to do. It's hard to see a world where I don't play a Sulfur Falls, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's opt. I think we're gonna opt bottom. Lava Coil. We can Lava Coil this and like kind of race. Kind of like that. Also lets me draw 2 cards off chart. Because like that's the 3rd spell, so we can like bring Phoenix back. And then hit him for 5 and then... Ooh, but then we can't hold up Dive Down and they have Cast Down. Ugh. That might still just be fine. Like I kind of want to hold a Dive Down for Drake anyway. So, yeah, I'm cool with it. Always yield. Attack with all. What's up? Hey, what's up, Thunder Mo? How goes it, brother? I've been following you on Twitter. You seem to be having a little bit of a struggle with the lighting for your green screen. I'm very sorry to hear that. That sucks. I don't even know. Like now I'm like a little bit worried about like in general just moving because like my internet here has actually been pretty good despite the fact I live in the middle of nowhere. Like yeah, that's fine. I don't care about this anymore. I have 1 billion mana. Because despite the fact I live in the middle of nowhere, I have had pretty good internet experience. Oh no. Okay, everything's back. Anyway, what does Stan say? I may play an off-the-wall deck. I hate everything, all the decks, the mana sucks, etc. Watch me do well in Standard, bad in Modern this weekend. Yeah, no, I've actually kind of had the same experience. Like, I've had a fair amount of fun, but, like, I just keep losing my own mistakes. I mean, there's just so many micro decisions. Like, even this game, like, there's a radical idea, I could have flashback. There's been a million decisions this game already. And, hey, that's exactly what I was trying to draw. I'm so good at this game. Skill, skill, skill. Crackling Drake Sasser. Ooh, another one. Very professional. Combat. Hit you. Alright, they're probably going to die this game. Like, even if they have, like, Vivian or whatever, like, I just don't care. But I'm gonna have trouble, like, I also have trouble, like, blocking with this card. Like, this card says haste on it. Take advantage of it. Attack. Green screen is a lighting issue because I live in a dark basement. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, like, I kind of figured. I don't know how lighting even works. Like, was never a techie. Never really had, like, an eye for that kind of crap. So, I don't even know what you could reasonably do about it. But I'm just like, feel you, I'm sorry. I love the play land where elves concede. Like, I don't get, people do this all the time on like, Magic Online, where they're like, play something completely unnecessary if you're conceding, and then, like, just concede. Which, honestly, kind of, like, puzzles me. Because that means that you're not thinking about your turn until you just take it, right? Like, they're like, I'm going to sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm dead. Then I just concede. But they're like, play Llanowar Elves, then assess, and then they're dead. It's like, well, now that like might be indicative that they're just taking actions without even thinking about their turn. I may be overthinking this, but like, it's just like, it always looks really amusing to me when they're just like, play my thing, concede. Okay. Deal. So, Jerry thinks Niv-Mizzet sucks in this matchup, so we're going to believe Jerry because Jerry's smart and thin. What does he want to do? She thinks Shock sucks. I can be convinced that Shock sucks. I want Sweepers though. I think Shivan Fire is better than Shock. Still kills Llanowar Elves while still killing the 4 toughest creatures. Star of Extinction is good. I think Murmuring Mystic's good. I think I want some number of these too. I think I want like 1 or 2. Although this is a synergy. Murmuring Mystic plus Fiery Cannonade. It's good deck building. Aren't you a computer science major? What does that have to do with anything, Mo? Yeah, I'm a computer science major. That doesn't mean I know, like, anything. Like, techie was a term for, like, people that did the lights and stuff like that for theater, right? I thought that's what it was. I remember in school that being the thing. I don't even know if this card's good. Like, they can reasonably blow it up, so that's, like, kind of unappealing to me. I guess I need to put it over here. Boop. Do I like this? I don't know how good Goblin Electromancer is if we're bringing this card in. Like, Goblin Electromancer plus Murmuring Mystic with this card is, like, kind of mopey, so maybe I just don't want this. Maybe I want, like, 2 more Shocks. Finishes off Planeswalkers, so having 2 I don't think is unreasonable. We could do something like this. Got a minute left. Oh, well, I got expelled from college? How did you get expelled from college? That's insane. I didn't know that. I mean, obviously you're doing much better for yourself. You're, like, a huge streamer now. So, you know, F them. What do you need them for? But that's nuts. Wait, this Crackling Drake was supposed to come in, so I'm just dumb. Kind of shock. Right? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. Boop. I definitely want these cards out of my deck. I think Dive Down's fine. Lava Coil's fine. I need to make some decisions. I need to cut 2 cards. I might just cut the shocks. I'm gonna cut the shocks. It's just like a lazy thing until I figure out what I actually want to do. Sort by converted mana cost. Just try this. I'm just going to try this. F it. Star. Drake plus Dive Down, more twin combos. It's fair. It's fair. The blue hand. Alright, I mean, I'm going to keep this. 1,000,000 cantrips plus blue cards, plus blue lands to cast them. I'm here for it. This is a legacy hand if I've ever seen one. I'll just keep this in legacy all day, every day. I like playing Izzet Guildgate first. Lets me get a red source on turn 2 in case I draw like a Lava Coil and want to Lava Coil something. Also lets me not be tempted to cast my cantrips because I have a bad problem where I just like want to cast my spells all the time. That is fine. I accept. Hey, what's going on, Team Rashaman? I just saw that message. Alright, Dive Down. I think I'm probably just Radical Idea-ing, unless I, like, I don't know, need to do something else. Radical Idea is just, like, the easiest way to... It's like my Think Twice, the easiest way to, like, not really have to make as few decisions as possible. That's why I like Radical Idea as, like, the cantrip to lead on, because, like, you can still discard later, because you can just jumpstart it. You can still discard it later. You don't have to make the discard decision, like, immediately like you do with Chart. And, like, it also just, like, kind of helps, like, still puts a spell in your graveyard and just helps, like, inform you how your turns are going to play out. That's a good draw. The thing is, I'm incented to wait till turn 5, and we're just going to, like, die to these things before then. So I need to draw, like, a removal spell. So I think I'm going to cast a Charter Course here. I'm going to play an island to cast Charter Course with intention to discard this island. And I think we're going to confirm discarding this island. Maybe I'll discard this Tormenting Voice. It's just not very good. Especially if we are... yeah, I'll discard Tormenting Voice. We still have a Radical Idea in the graveyard. I think I'm going to cast one of these ops on Instep once I have a little bit more information. Wild Growth Walker, that's really bad for me. This is why we leave Lava Coil in our deck. Because after they make this bigger, we probably can't win. Ugh. And, like, this is kind of the problem, I think. Like, this is how I lost this matchup a lot. It's just, like, I spend the first couple turns spinning my wheels and then just die. But, like, I don't really want to cut down on cantrips because I feel like they're necessary. Like, you have a critical mass of cantrips to make your deck work. So I just kind of run into this issue where I kind of just, like, get outpaced. Like, I can't really get started quick enough to, like, answer all this. But, another land, Boop. Electromancer. That's interesting. Cast an Electromancer. And let's cast a Radical Idea. Discarding this mountain. Shivan Fire. We can, like, kind of stifle the bleeding a bit. Which is actually pretty attractive to me. Cast. I think I'm going to go ahead and just, like, kill this. Try to stifle the bleeding a little bit. Being on the draw is pretty savage. So we're probably taking at least 6. Go to 4. Actually, I might just, like, chump. I take 3, go to 7, and then I have Murmuring Mystic next turn with Dive Down backup. If they play Vivian this turn, we probably can't win. But maybe we can. So I got to study for exams all weekend instead of going to the Invitational. Yay! That seems awful. Duress! Oh no! This isn't up to me. Just be a man and don't study. This isn't up to me. Yeah, it is. It's always up to you. You just run away. Go play the Invitational. I mean, I had to miss multiple invitationals for the for college finals, and there's a couple that I went to that I should not have gone to. It's like literally I have a final on Monday, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go play in this like Magic tournament. It's gonna take all weekend, and like try to study on the way back, but that just never works out the way you want it to. Trying to study during like a Magic tournament, which is just full of distractions, just never happens. But Oh no, my dive down. They have me figured out. Chupacabra. Yep. Alright. Probably cannot win this game. Let's see, if we draw a Drake, they have 5. So we're dead. We can now block, take 3 Xaxes. We are dead no matter what. We're dead. Dead! And, like, it's so awkward that, like, a deck that kind of does this, like, powerful Phoenix thing dies to, like, 1 creature a turn from green-black. So the person that my dad politely asked me to give up Magic until I get out of high school, which is 2.5 years. Jeez, that's a long time. I mean, it's okay to be like a more casual player till you get out of high school. Like I didn't play outside the F&M level until I left high school. I think I went to like PTQs like right after I graduated high school, but still. All right, do I like the way? Honestly, maybe I want more shocks just because the way that game played out. Like just being able to shock some of their early threats and like get to the late game is a really attractive like place to be. I kind of don't love Electromancer in this matchup. We just have so much time. And they don't have that many removal spells that are good. I like Radical Idea. Blink is interesting. Blink maybe just be kind of bad. Like I was thinking it for Planeswalkers, but basically everything they have enters the battlefield. Like it has some kind of like card advantage effect. So I think that's fine. We're gonna try this. Shave on a couple numbers and try this. Boop. Sand is quite good. Keep. We can like kill Llanowar Elves and then like play an Electromancer on 2. That'd be pretty hot. The tilt's gonna be this duress. Oh no! Stop! Now they take my Tormenting Voice and everything's awful again. Oh no! Is it bad that your father wants you to focus on school? It's kind of important, otherwise you end up with me and you don't want that. Mo, you're doing great. Quit playing. You're doing fantastic. But I mean, it may have been hard for you. Like that's kind of a different thing, I guess, than like ending up like you. But you did all right. No, but it is bad. He wants me to give up my largest hobby school, even though I'm already doing well in school. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Here's this. Go. I don't know. So I was actually talking to my friend Austin Collins about this because he kind of runs into the same struggle where he's in high school and is doing, competitive Magic. He's going to all the opens and stuff like that. And he's constantly talking about how, whether to do homework or to prepare for an open. And it's like high school, like there's a couple people that are on different sides of the coin as far as like, do what you want to do, follow your dreams, stuff like that. And also, like, get good grades because you're going to need it later in life. High school, for me, was very profitable because I went to, I got good grades and went to college and, like, got a lot of it paid for. And, like, I was very fortunate. But, like, if you don't plan to go to college, high school has diminishing returns on grades. So, like, there's a point at which you just don't need to try harder than a certain amount. And that's fine, but you have to still have a realistic plan for your life. Like, you have to be like, okay, well, I'm going to go into welding, and that, like, doesn't really matter, like, what my grades are. I'm just going to go to this trade school. I don't know anything about that, but, like, the point is, like, you need to have a plan. And if you don't have your plan can't be just like, I'm going to grind Magic and hope that, like, works out for me. Am I killing this? I think I'm killing this. So what's the merits to killing this? They put Jadelight in the graveyard, which is a great curve out. So either they already have one or they're looking for lands. If they're looking for lands, I want to start putting the pressure on them, even if it is only a Goblin Electromancer. If they just have one and are looking for better cards, I don't think that's as likely. I think they basically want a Jadelight to curve out. So unless their hand's like 2 Jadelights in the land they need, I just don't see why they would graveyard it. So I think I'm going to kill this in attack. I'm going to Shivan Fire this in attack. Guest. Boop. Like to be life. No, it would not. Because like we don't really have anything going on until we get a land going. Anyway, yeah, that's my that is my spiel. Alright, well they had a land and a Jadelight, so I guess they just have infinity Jadelights. Perfect. Cast down. That's bad for me. I think I'm gonna top it. They are going to top it. So they have 4 cards in hand, don't need lands. There's another Electromancer. Tempted to just like kill this too. Play another Goblin Electromancer, start attacking a bunch. Like That does set us up to be in a decent position. Like we're gonna get Chupacabra. That's going to happen. But like I think that's almost okay. Like getting the early damage in with these Electromancers is going to be like pretty fine, especially if we ever draw land to cast these Arclights. This is like so aggressive. I just want to be aggressive though. Like I don't feel like we're favored as the game goes on. So I'm just gonna like play like this and hope that works out. Like we have a pretty aggressive hand. Like our hand's like pretty anemic if we're not attacking with this stuff. So I think being aggressive here is actually pretty reasonable. Uh-oh. No! Anything but a 1-2! No! With a Wild Growth Walker. Alright, that puts a damper in our plan here. Oh! Oh, but we hit. But we hit. Hiya! Die to this. Now they're in this awkward spot where they're incentivized to cast down my Arclight Phoenix, which is not a good place to be. To be fair, I spent a lot of time playing RB6 tournaments on a team. RB6. I have no idea what RB6 is. Exile it. No, that's just rude. They have 2 cards left. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, we have to play the land because we want to be able to cast Star on time. Now they get to play Wild Growth Walker, and like we're still just never attacking with these Electromancers, but if we ever get a cantrip train going, we're alright. The thing is, I didn't really want to take this line, because if we draw another Tormenting Voice, I just feel so stupid. Because I'm just like sitting here looking at it like, sweet! But I think it might be fine. We'll be alright. Rainbow Six Siege. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Gosh, Drake, learn what other games were on the platform you stream on. Oh, is it a big thing on Twitch? I don't know. I don't even watch other games, man. It took me forever to figure out about PUBG and Fortnite and all that stuff. So why is it RB6 if it's Rainbow Six Siege? That's RSS. These people are terrible at abbreviations. But yeah, no, I'm just like, I'm even worse about shows. Like you can talk about like shows like all day long. Why did you not play Wild Growth Walker? Am I insane? You have a Wild Growth Walker in your hand. Boop. And you also have a cast down. In fact, I think those are the 2 cards you have. Why are you not putting Wild Growth Walker into play? I guess this is why. That's fair, I guess. So... Oh, because they can get Jade Light back. Okay, I understand. Yeah, they can sack this. What is this? 1, 2, 3. Sack this. Jade Light, Wild Growth Walker, Jade Light. Then it becomes an X5, which is really bad for me. But... what does cast downing this do? So we can attack for 7, like they're incentivized to cast down like this or whatever. Take 4, go to 6. Is that good? Makes them burn their cast down. But I feel like we're still just like never beating this Wild Growth Walker because they're gonna gain 6 life. So like they're gonna go straight back to 10. What up, Drake? What's up, Blitzline? How goes it? How goes it? Are you going to SCGCON Blitzline? Like, waiting is just not... Like, once again, like, we get back to... Like, waiting is not a winning strategy. So we're going to do this. Combat. Like, we're just going to hope to get lucky. Like, we'll need to... They'll probably cast down the Phoenix, and then we need to hope to, like, string together some cantrips. Yep. Take 4. Go to 6. Then you're going to gain 6. Go to 12, and we're just, like, super dead. Yep. Oh, we're so dead. Need to draw some Drakes. Need to draw some cantrips. Need to make something happen. Or Star of Extinction. Star of Extinction would be an absurd draw right here. Vraska's Contempt. That's a good one. They're probably going to top that. I'd be shocked if they graveyard that. They're thinking about it, but yeah. Yeah, they're going to leave it on top. Hello, I am. Gun upon hard. Oh, I hear that. You should be watching me playing this game. All right. No! I think we needed Star right there. Like, Star this, like, sweep would just be so good. I'm actually going to hold this land. Boop, go. Alright, this is where we start losing. Like, there's a chance we were supposed to hold all these removal spells I used all game. I think my justification for using them was reasonable, but now we're going to die because of it, so that's a little unfortunate. I can't afford to trade away these Electromancers yet because I need them to cast a star if we draw it. Also, it's nice because like we can play a 2-mana cantrip into a star and still cast it, which is like a pretty good spot to be in. But this is kind of actually how, like, seriously, every time I play against black-green kind of plays out. Although usually they have, like, another big thing. Like, they just have, like, one big thing instead of, like, I don't know, this. Where just, like, it kind of feels like I do some stuff early in the game and then just die later in the game. Hey, Chart of Course. There we go. Ding. Chart of Course. Something good. Please. That's not a star. Goodbye. Opt. Star of Extinction. That ain't it, Chief. It's a Shivan Fire. It's interesting. We could attack. Alright, so their card in hand is Vraska's Contempt. Oh, they can just get it back. This is so awful. Fine, we'll just pass. Probably gonna have to kill a Jade Light Ranger, but I want them to burn this on another, like, Moby thing before we do that. Yeah, like, I want this to happen before we shoot this with Shivan Fire. So we know about Contempt and Branchwalker. Boop. Where did the Branchwalker go? I guess we technically don't know about it. It's not in the revealed zone for some reason. Just draw a cantrip? Yeah, no kidding. Alright, new phone, new disc. Is that a zombie card? Somehow I know what I'm doing in standard. Modern and fucked hard. Why is it modern? I don't know. Modern's like pretty simple. Just like turn left. Play some kind of NASCAR deck and go vroom, vroom. Vivian Reed. Well then. Now it's awkward because like with showing Vivian Reed, I just like am gonna draw the Star of Extinction and not even want to cast it. This is so awful. This is the worst timeline. At least if they attack with this, I can block Shivan Fire it, and like we're kind of playing Magic. Not really. All right, we're gonna attack with both of these. What's going on, Aberman? Aberman, you're the best. Wait, no, not you, not you. There we go. Gator Squid. There it is. Gator Squid? Yeah, Gator Squid. Jeez. All right, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. You're the best. This looks like Yu-Gi-Oh, but worse. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, but much better. Although this client sucks. Like, Arena is such a better client. I should be playing Arena, but I didn't have time to, like, actually buy cards again. I think I'm just going to take this hit. I really want to be able to go through, like, cantrip chains. Also blockers in case I draw, like, Ral. I guess Ral's not in my deck. This is awful. We're probably dead. I probably have to kill this. Holding a tap land. Is this a good idea? Probably not. I might just beg my dad until I convince him to let me go to SCGCON, then I will quit. But I'll fail my exams, lose. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about... I mean, you don't have to quit all the way. Like, Magic is a fine game to play casually. Austin, what's going on, brother? Anyway, yeah, Gator Squid. It's pretty cash. This game's awesome. Although, some of the decisions that the company that runs it make are suboptimal. I think I'm willing to, like, just trade off some Electromancers here. Alright, make it look like I'm kind of dying. Because I am dying. Alright, play your Vivian Reed. Yeah. I think we can reasonably beat a Vivian Reed. I don't think that we're beating... I don't think we're beating the Wild Growth Walker, so that's like why I made these trades. Although we still need a pretty good series of draws. Boop, good draw. Murmuring Mystic's decent. Still gonna hold the land just to discard cantrips. Buy cards. It takes like 5 minutes on Arena. I mean, that's not strictly true. Like, I need to like decide what decks I want to put together, and then I have to like wild card them all in. Like, I guess it technically takes a small amount of time, but like putting together exactly the cards I want to own and stuff like that. Because like here I use mana traders. Like, it's just a matter. I can play whatever I want. But like on Arena, like I need to like choose wisely what cards I want to own. I think we're done here. We're done. We're done. I'm not beating any of this. I'm dead. This is a busted cantrip. Busted cantrip. Actually, it was. Boop. Boop. Opt. Boop. Boop. Oh, we could have made some Drakes. Maybe we're in that game. We're not in that game. But, anyways, yeah. Shoe on head or Ebola. That's a name. You have lost to someone who only played once. I have done that. That is accurate. Is this my cousins? First game of Magic, I beat you whilst I was still learning. You did, in fact. What's going on, guys? How goes it? How was your Wednesday? I haven't been playing competitively for a good while, and I'm enjoying the game more than I have in a long time. Yeah, Austin, I mean, I've kind of reached that point multiple times when I've just, like, been queuing with friends and stuff like that. It's, like, playing at such a high level and then, like, taking a step back, like, the dichotomy is really nice. But if I stay, like, if I play casual Magic for too long, like, it goes too long without playing an open or something like that, I really get the itch to get back out there. So it's just, like, I mean, maybe that's just the definition of an addiction. I guess I can live with that. I say it's fantastic. I don't know why I'm still thinking about it. It's not fantastic. It's just fine. They're not playing a creature deck. We feel really stupid, but we're probably losing to most like non-creature decks anyway. Like Jessica has a pretty hard matchup in the main deck, but yeah, like I think it's important to play both competitive and casual Magic. Like if you can't play and enjoy both, like you're going to kind of Magic's going to start to feel like a job and less like a game, and that's pretty awful. That was a good draw. Boop. Got him. Shoe on head for Harambe. I don't think that's how this works. Put your shoe on your head. I don't even have shoes in this room with me. Yeah, that's fine. Press F for Harambe. F. Oh. But yeah, what's going on, guys? Viral Drake, please, for Harambe. I gotta press F. Go get a shoe. I'm not getting a shoe. I'm definitely not putting a shoe on my head. Oh, gosh. Ugh, this is like at least medium bad. We can like shoot this. I just don't care about this right now. I care about making my land drops, so we're gonna cast Dark Horse. This is the worst timeline. Probably gonna start discarding these removal spells like this. All right, let's cast Tormenting Voice, discarding Blink of an Eye, hitting land drops. We did it. Aren't you proud of me, chat? And now we get to hold up. We get to hold up Dive Down while holding up Radical Idea. Like if they want to play some sorcery speed thing, whatever. Anyways, I know I'll play comp again in the future because taking a break to start and enjoy the game again is important. I very much agree with that. Hey, look, this looks like a good thing to die to Lava Coil. Boop. They attack. I might just dive down and block. No, we have a Drake in our hand. That can't be right. We'll take some damage. I kind of want to dive down and block, though. It's just, like, kind of cute. Blue, Radical Idea. Get to trade with dive down for a Merfolk Branch Walker. It's just not even a good trade. Let's Lava Coil this attack and then draw some cards. Hiya. Gotcha! Blue, Chart Course. Still missed on lands. This is definitely the worst timeline. Tormenting Voice, discarding an extra Electromancer. Got there. So professional. Viral Drake. I want a big hug from my favorite ape on Twitch, even if he's a filthy Houston Outlaws fan. What? Fuck you! Houston Outlaws are gas. They're gas. Although they fell apart after Season 1. But, hey, they're still cash. They're still cash. Tiki Jiki, what's going on, brother? Isn't Hearthstone just a mobile game? What are you talking about, Bill? Isn't Hearthstone just a mobile game? I mean, it is a game, and it is mobile. Magic is my job, and it feels more like a game now than it did when I was grinding the SCG circuit with the buds. Yeah, that's fair, Mo. Is this Hearthstone? I heard about that game. Hearthstone's garbage. Yeah, garbage. Actually, it's not that bad of a game. It's just nowhere near as fun. Yeah, that's fine. Rather that than the Drake. Hopefully we'll draw a land. Perfect! I'm so good at this game. Yeah. Look at all this skill, chat. Skill, skill, skill. Thank you, Tiki. I appreciate it. Except now they suck. Yeah, that's true. They're worse than they have been. This is the worst timeline. All right, yeah, you got me. Maybe I should have played Electromancer first. All right, yeah, you got it. Ugh. Blech. This is awkward. I feel like they should have killed their Chupacabra. Maybe not. Pushing the 2 damage now just means they're like taking the aggressor role, which doesn't actually even really make sense. I mean, I'm just gonna run it back. I'm just gonna run the play back. It worked so well last time. Shock is a pretty good draw because if they have the like same kind of play where they're just like playing to the Playcrafter, like we could just like shock a thing and stop taking damage, like to where the tempo play of like kill my guy attack is like not as good, but. Yeah, Mooma, the rest of the art medium at best. I don't know. Jake was fine until they nerfed his character. Like, Jake was legitimately a good player. All right, here you go. I've done this. How good are you at Magic? I mean, like, on what rating system? Exile target creature. You gain 2 life. All right. Well, I'm just gonna like shoot their Branch Walker. We don't want to shoot their shoot their Chupacabra because like them actually finding Chupacabra and getting it back is just like pretty disastrous. But I do want to stave off some of the damage we're taking. All right, we're gonna play an Electromancer. They're pretty low on cards. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Radical Idea, see if I draw any sorceries. Perfect, right? So good at this game. Blue. Professional. Cast these spells, right? I actually don't know that I have. I Radical Idea, I flashback to Radical Idea, so it's time to flashback another Radical Idea. Discarding this. Drew land anyway, sure. Combat. What was yields? Hey-ya. Oh, I missed attacks. I guess we're blocking. Huh? Anyway, yeah, what's your rating system? I'm not getting a shoe, Bill. It's not happening. Kappa123. What's up, Kappa123 chat? That's quite the name. Shoe. Shoe, Harambe. Shoe on head, or you're not a real Twitch streamer. Find me a Twitch streamer that has a shoe on their head. I'll take one. I'll legitimately take one. Show me pics. I might actually just block. No. I've changed my mind. I'm not blocking. I want actually to Mirari Conjecture back. I want to Mirari Conjecture back the dive down. Turns instant first, right? Yeah. I want to get back the dive down before I block. That way they can't just like tempo me out with a walker or whatever. Huh. Interesting. Well, now I want to get back Tormenting Voice. But I think that's bad. Well, it's a sorcery too, so let's play the Mirari Conjecture. Returning an instant. I think I'm returning dive down. They have 2 lands in their hand. I might just shoot this Jade Light Ranger. I don't think I am. Okay. I think we will block this turn. Because now that we have dive down back up, like that's the reason to block this turn, not last turn. I should have just attacked last turn. I mean, obviously missed the attack, but they would be at 17, which I don't think is going to matter that much. I think when we win this game, it's going to be by miles, not by inches. So I think the 3 damage ultimately won't matter, but obviously I misplayed. Awesome, Austin. Thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Hope you like playing Modern Saheeli. I actually do. That deck's pretty fun. Let me figure out how I want to block. Alright, yeah, let's block the Jade Light. I think I want to make a block like this. And then we're probably going to kill this Chupacabra next turn. Vivian Reed. That's fine. Blow this up. This doesn't say target permanent, does it? It does not. Really? They're not going to blow this up? That seems disastrous for them. Like, now they just lose it to these Phoenixes? That seems like a huge punt unless they have something fantastic. I don't really understand. Oh, I definitely want a Tormenting Voice back. Please. Please, Zaddy. Tormenting Voice. Discard this. Then we get to, like, shock this. Beacon Bolt this. Attack. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, we'll shock this. Although we have no spells to double, but that's, like, kind of fine. Beacon Bolt this. Sure, we'll play top land. Combat. How do I unfollow? Is Viral Drake's disrespectful to Harambe? I did nothing to Harambe. Harambe kind of did it to themselves. They're dead. They're dead and it's their own fault. I don't even remember if Harambe is a boy or girl. I said it's a boy. I legitimately don't remember though. But yeah, thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate it. What are you guys doing in my chat? Kappa123 in chat. Drake, do you have 4 Azuzas I could borrow for good SCGCON? I do not own a copy of Azusa and honestly never have. Alright, well, they never had the thing we were playing around for Chupacabra, which is like kind of nice, but at the same time kind of a tilt. We're gonna draw a cantrip here like a professional. Oh, we didn't. That's okay, we have 8 damage on board. Combat! Yeah! Hiya! Alright, well, we might win this game after all. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? F. F in chat. Alright, here, have an F in chat. F. Can somebody make a command? Oh, no. That's so bad. Well, now we can't take 3 damage. Huh. Electromancer is actually pretty good. Lets me block. Can't kill this. Alright, how much? I think I have to, like, block with everything. 6, 4... I think I can attack with 1 Arclight Phoenix. That puts them to 7. Puts me a point short. Maybe we will win by inches. Beacon bolts. Not good. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, I think I get to attack with 1 Arclight Phoenix, so I'm going to do so. Hey, Alright, well, let's see how we survive this turn. Combat. This attack makes sense. Block. Pile on, boys. So if I move to damage and they just let it happen, I still have 1 Arclight in hand. They have to pass priority. They passed priority. We're going to dive down a Arclight Phoenix. Did they draw their own spell? They did not. So now we get to keep a thing, no matter what. Yeah. Like this gives us 5, and if we draw shock, it's lethal. That's coil. It's close. Combat. Hiya. Alright, I think they're dead. I think they're dead. Viral Drake. We already have meme accounts. Oh no! Yeah, I don't know who this account is. What deck costs? You mean what does this deck cost? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. I think I know who these people are for the record, mods. Pretty sure. Thank you. Viral Rake. I appreciate the follow. Thank you for making a meme account for me. Alright, what are we doing? We're black greening. I guess we'll just like run back what we did last time. It didn't feel absurd, but it felt fine. Still don't like this, although they didn't figure out, I guess, that they could blow this up with Vivian Reed. I don't really know how that happened, but it's quite fortunate for us. Boop. Boop. What do we decide we want? I want it like this, 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 and this, I think. I think this is what we decided last time we wanted. I believe I cut like an Electromancer because they're just like pretty mopey in this matchup. I think I still like this. So I'm going to run this back. Boop. I like this plan, even though it did not work out. Are traps gay though? Traps, I'm pretty sure, don't have a sexuality. Thank you, Austin, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is my family. They're just memeing up my chat. Kappa123. Fascinating. I think we have to keep this hand. It's pretty mopey, but I think we have to keep it. Bottom this. We just want a blue land. That's all we're looking for. As long as they're having fun, I suppose. That's what's important. But don't be disruptive, Kappa. My mods will time you out. Oh no, we're missing land drops. Oh, this is such a disaster. My mods will time you out for clowning around in the chat too much. I love you guys, but it will happen. I have very good moderators. Boop. Alright. Hey, look at us. So professional. We drew the island. Very nice. Rip Bush. Indeed, Rip Bush. I think they had the funeral today for that. It was on when I went to get my tire changed. Yeah, my tire blew out on the way to work today. Fun fact. I think I'm going to shock this with this trigger on the stack. Just to be mana efficient. Boop. Do I get it? Boop, boop. We'll probably opt to. Actually, I want to see what happens here. Wild Growth Walker. Oh, we have a Lava Coil for that. Pretty sure this opt is just looking for lands, but there's a chance that, like, something impacts my decisions. They graveyarded both? Oh. That's interesting. Chart Course. That's actually a good one. Top. Alright. So, now... It's kind of awkward that we've had to use our spells this entire game to hit land drops, and are still missing land drops. But... And, like our Phoenixes are just, like, never coming back, right? Another... Oh, that's Death Gorge. That's pretty bad. Rip my Arclight Phoenix. We have the Lava Coil to answer it, but still rip. Alright. That was a good draw, at least. Coil that. Goodbye. Go. Hey, lands. Never didn't have it. No kidding. I'm a heckin' good mod. You're quite the good mod, Austin. I think you will find you will find this group of individuals frustrating. They are very lovable and fantastic, but I think you will find them frustrating. Thing is, do I want to run out Crackling Drake or Murmuring Mystic? I think Murmuring Mystic's better to get into play first. Because, like, if it gets edicted, like, I just don't care as much. Whereas, if, like, my Drake gets edicted, I feel a little dumb. Yeah, that's fine. Also that, like, I think I care more about I'm more invested in the Drake living. Although now, we have the Vivian Reed awkwardness. Although we have a haste threat, so never mind. That's not even awkward. Boop. Wouldn't mind hitting a land deck. Had to beg to hit my land drops. Alright. I didn't want land drops anyway. Gosh, this is the worst timeline. Alright, play your Vivian. And we have to, like, play our Arclight Phoenix. Yeah, this is all fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Crackling Drake, naturally. Here's an Arclight Phoenix. How about attack Vivian? There was like a Hail Mary line we could have played there where we like play Electromancer, Radical Idea, flash it back, and then hope to hit exactly land one drop cantrip. But that seems pretty awful to me. Alright, stop killing my stuff. I like my stuff. But yeah, it does put two creatures into play. You have another Vivian? Choop! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'm gonna put this into play finally. Cast a Radical Idea. Never hitting land drops. Just not gonna happen. It's not happening. Talk about Kappa. Remove the timeout on Kappa. Are you guys being clowns in my chat? I suspect you are. Alright. I could flashback Radical Idea. Don't really like that. I'm just gonna Shivan Fire. I think. I don't know what Shivan Firing actually does. Guess I'll just opt. Try to land? Land? Land on top. We'll take it. Alright, go. Are you locked on this list for SCGCON? No, I'm not. In fact, after this, I think I'm playing Jeskai. Like, I'm not even going to be playing Drakes for my next league. Like, I'm legitimately trying Jeskai first before I lock anything in. I had the feeling they're, like, close to auto removal. But if they're not, I feel dumb. We have two Drakes. We have two Phoenixes left in our deck and, like, half our deck to go through. So I think I just want to, like, try to stabilize the board a little bit. And, like, these spells are all powerful. We can probably use them to win the late game. So, there's no sense. I beat you in Magic. Hey, Viral Drake, I beat you in Magic at the first game I played. That is true, Phil. That is true. Kappa 1, 2, 3. How many accounts did you guys make? I don't understand. This is fine. You guys had a lot of time on your hands. Suppose I appreciate the support. Yeah, they made a lot of accounts. They're pretty dedicated, I suppose. It's for a good cause, I think. Well, once again, just kind of like stifling the bleeding, because I think, like, with them having 3 cards in hand, we are favored as this game goes on. But we need to not die to, like, all of these, like, Moby beats. Moby beat down. Yeah, mods, if you could politely keep them reasonable, that would be appreciated. Draw a card, Lava Coil, so we can, like, coil that. This is weird. I think I'm supposed to chart a course. Doing it. It's a lot of removal spells. Just like kill the Jade Light, I guess. It just doesn't really feel like we're getting anywhere. Like we have a billion removal spells. We already have too many removal spells as it is. So I'm gonna discard a Lava Coil. And we're gonna coil the Jade Light. Shoe on head or Ebola. Thank you much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support despite your foolery. Thank you. And Kappa123. And I beat you in Magic. And a viral rig. All you guys. Alright, I think we're probably done with this. We need to hit some drinks. He missed a land drop, so why not Shivan Llanowar to keep them from casting Vraska Carnage? I mean, I don't know. I didn't really put them on having multiple, like, Vraska Carnage turret effects. Like, obviously I look pretty stupid here, but I just, like, that's not what I put their hand. I put their hand on being, like, more removal heavy. But now I do look dumb, so you may be right. I think they still attacked their Llanowar elves anyway, though, so I guess technically it didn't matter, but I think you might have been right. I think we can put a free Phoenix into play here. I'm just going to. Drake's attractive. Yes, he is. I don't know where I want to be, because like trying to kill this Vraska Relic Seeker is like kind of a non-starter. Let's see. Whew! Well, that's a heckin' good one. Deal. I'll take it. Where does that leave me? Leaves me not caring about any of this. Taking 5 currently. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Landon. We haven't cast 3 spells, right? We've cast Opt and Tormenting Voice. I want to sell this, so I think we are going to Shivan Fire. I'm just Shivan Fire the Llanowar Elves to like sell that I don't have it. I think I'm also going to attack Vraska. Just like once again continue to sell that I don't have this in hand now. Like this is my plan to win the game, so like I want to sell that I don't have it. So like if they have a Carnage Tyrant or whatever, they're like incentivized to slam it. Like I want them to play as much stuff as possible. They're making your follow count look better. That's fair. Oh, that catches us up. Yeah. I honestly like newer Drake's list without the Arclights. I think I do too. I did see Jerry's list in his article, and I liked it a fair amount. I think that it still has trouble with going like things that go wide. Oh, this is so good for us. They still haven't plus their Vraska. Just go down to like 2 cards or whatever. Like they get to sack my Arclight. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh. And there's a reasonable land to blow up too. So lucky. Alright. Gonna hold this land for now. Star this land. Your move. Gotcha. Star of Extinction. This is why this card's $10, despite being a big Timmy mythic. That doesn't actually look constructed playable. Once again, there's a demonstration of why it's so powerful. Murmuring Mystic is a good draw. Murmuring Mystic. And we can actually discard the Sulfur Falls to a radical idea, which is pretty nice. Boop. Oh no, they have a kill spell. Alright, fine. Draw. Well, that lets me cast another radical idea. Think I'm still gonna hold this. Yeah, we'll just hold it. Stars $10. Crap, I got rid of mine. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Maybe it was worth it to try to Hail Mary to get the Arclight back this turn, because I think now we're actually out of Arclights. I think they're all gone. No, there's one more in the deck somewhere. Sure. All right. That's a good card to have. But we have a Drake, which should win us the game. Especially because we already have a removal spell in hand. Arclight Phoenix. Very nice. Now I'm a mana short of being able to do everything I want to do. Naturally. Blue. Although it's still using dead on board, so I guess I'll just kill this. Go to combat. 20, right? 25. No, we can hit him for 21. So I need to put like a billion spells in the graveyard. It's just like not realistically happening. But we'll probably win this game. We'll hope Drake kills him. Yeah, I think Drake's gonna successfully kill them if I had to guess. That would be what I expect to happen here. Alright. So we can put an Arclight into play while casting our spells. And we might actually have a chance to, like, kill him. This is 18. This is a 19. 19. I guess we would need to hit, like, something absurd. Yeah, that's not absurd. Combat. With yields. Attack it all. Boop. Hit you for $1 billion. Put you to 2. Dead to a shock, which I think there's 2 of them in my deck. Well, we might have actually already gone through them. Yeah, we've gone through both of them already. But I'm not actually sure what gets them out. Yeah, that definitely doesn't get you out. 4, I have Xaxes on board. Combat. Attack all creatures. You're dead. Good game. We both played hard. Got him! Alright, we're 1-1. Lost to green-black, beat green-black. Why green-black? Who keeps nuking these quality memers? They are quality memers. They are quality memers. They're also my family. Those are my cousins. Say hi. I don't know if they're still around, but say hi. I guess this is my family's idea of support. I appreciate them, love them dearly. And to be fair, they are being pretty supportive. Quality is a loose term. That's fair. Dedicated. That's the term we're looking for. They're dedicated. This hand is like super mopey, but I think it's reasonable. Boop. Ooh. That's a good pickup. Makes me want to play this tapped, just in case I draw like a, just in case I draw a Steam Vents. I'm going to want Nexus Stone or red mana later. Like if I draw like running blue-red lands, I will want all blue-red lands in play. Yeah, that's fine. Green-black again! Well, we're going to find out exactly how good our green-black matchup is with this deck, I suppose. There's a lot of green-black out here. Alright. Red, blue. Alright, now we're setting up, if they don't have the removal spell, to have a pretty good Phoenix turn. Although, at the end of the day, we are going to turn 3, and like we're just going to put like a 3-2 into play. That's like not that exciting. Ooh, Lava Coil looks really attractive here. It's probably going to be a card in our combo turn. Like, we have a good attractive target for Lava Coil. And that way we get to hold a Tormenting Voice for later. Opt is also a good third spell. So let's Tormenting Voice first and discard an Arclight. If we draw another Arclight, obviously we want to put that into play. We did not, so here's a Lava Coil. Combat. Yield. Right click, attack with all. Alright, now we're in the race. Especially because they shocked. Like, shocking in this matchup, like when we're kind of the aggressor, especially in game 1, I think. Really puts us in a good spot. Stitcher Supplier makes me think of Molder Hulk, so they're probably on the Molder Hulk build of this deck. Golgari. Wow, another Golgari mid-range kill me. I don't think Golgari mid-range is like a hard matchup. Like, it's supposed to be good for this deck. What do I want to do? I kind of just want to put Murmuring Mystic into play and hold everything else for another turn, just like kind of start to build up. Like if they have a removal spell, it's not the end of the world for us. Like we still are attacking with a Phoenix. But if they don't, we get to just like untap and like start Tormenting Voicing and like having a pretty good spell turn again. And like it also doesn't die to Vivian Reed, which is really attractive. They're probably going to shove here. Yeah. This is to be expected. I don't think I want to block anything. I might just block like here to preserve damage. But given we're winning the race, I just like don't get that much. I'm willing to just like kind of block like this. If they double Fungal Infection me, I'll feel dumb. Or no, they have the Undergrowth card. They could Undergrowth card this. I'm not super worried about that. Get back Stitcher's Supplier. That's a pretty poor turn. Put a bunch of 1/1s into play. Yeah, there's the Molder Hulk. So they are on the Molder Hulk Golgari build, which I think is better against Jeskai, right? This is looking like it's going to be a pretty good turn. Let's play this. Red. Tormenting Voice. Discarding this. Let's hope to draw some spells. No, it's just boring. You don't think Golgari midrange is an interesting deck? I think it's fine. Like it's not winning any like awards, but I think it's pretty reasonable. They just conceded. Gotcha. They don't want to play against Murmuring Mystic no more. They don't like it. I don't want no more. Alright, the Molder Hulk version I'm not as familiar with, so I don't actually know what I want to do. Killing the early creatures feels pretty stupid. But they look like they have less removal for like Drakes and Mystics, so like these cards look even better. Blink of the Eyes looks even worse. Star I still think is good. But the thing is, I can't tell if Niv-Mizzet's actually good against this version. Like, do they still play the maxed out on Chupacabras and stuff like that? Like, maybe I actually want to bring in Niv-Mizzet here. I think it's a reasonable consideration. Especially because they have more X1s. Like, if they're on Glowspore Shaman along with Stitcher Supplier, like, there's just a bunch of X1s that this thing, like, mows down. I'm going to try, like, 2 against this version. I think it might be reasonable. Shock is just, like, even worse. I really do not want Shock on my deck. Because they're 1-drop, I just have no interest in shocking. Still like Arclight, still like all that stuff. Maybe just put another Niv-Mizzet in the deck. It feels really stupid. We already have all the cards that kill Molder Hulk. Could put like a Disdainful Stroke in my deck. Just gonna try this. I was about to submit. Alright. Alright, let's try this. Like, we raised our CMC pretty significantly, but I think it's better to... I think we can reasonably go bigger than this deck. This deck is a little bit better. Whoa. Pretty sure this is a mulligan. Like, Opt in a Charter Course is attractive. Star of Extinction is good, but getting all these Phoenixes in the graveyard and making them good seems challenging. This hand looks much better. Question is, are we going to draw land? We probably are. We have 21 lands. Will Polium, what's up? How goes it, brother? We have an open champion in our presence. How has your invitational testing gone? Boop, boop. Play your Branchwalker guy. Yeah, they are a Glowspore Shaman deck. Kazu! What's up, brother? We're in the presence of a second open champion. And Blitzline. Alright, fine. We have a million open champions. Gosh, this is not even special anymore. You guys are really ruining the vibe here. Oh, yeah, I suppose I wanted open. I mean, that was a fluke. Actually, it was just Legacy. I'm much better at that than anything else. Opt. Ooh. I don't know if I want this. I don't think I do. Bottom. Yes. More lands. Lands? Hold them upkeep. We're going to surgical opt. Move the bed, I beat your magic. Unban me. Which you, Shu? And Kazu, this chat is gas. Yes. We have professional chat in here. I need a Dominaria Limited open, then I have a shot of winning. Were you exceptional at Dominaria Limited? That Limited was pretty fun. Kicker is always a pretty fun limited mechanic because it makes your multi cards good in the late game. I never wanted open, also never gone because SCG hates Oklahoma. I mean, SCG hates a lot of places right now. They're not a huge fan of the South at the moment. Like, I don't think a single open next year is like within an hour or 2 hours. Like, or even like 3 hours. I think the closest is Knoxville, which is like almost 4. Just hates us. They hate us, chat. They hate us because they ain't us. Bye, Drake. At least my main Twitch account's still here. Bye, Shu. Take care. Thanks for spending time with me. I appreciate it. You too, Joe. I assume Joe's with you. Is Joe with you, Shu? I figured it was you and Joe, but it might just be you. I miss you. We'll have to get together sometime, although Florida is far. Those are a lot of good ones to hit. They have the Molder Hulk. Man, these Glowspore Shamans are very aggressive. Both. Alright. I live in Oklahoma and hate it. Everyone hates Oklahoma. Fair. That's fair. Blue, blue. Guess radical idea. Sick. Draw card. Blech. What are the chances that my Murmuring Mystics just die, chat? I feel like it's 100%. Whatever. They block Glowspore Shamans so well, I'm just like not going to not cast it. Hey! We live to untap. That means no cast down. We just have to dodge Choop. Choop. Tilt. Now we take 1 billion and we're like at super dead. Super dead. Well, I mean, it worked so well last time. We actually just dead on board. No, we can go to 1. Perfect. Alright, this is gonna live, chat. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong. Both he gone and I'm out by. Bashu, I appreciate it. It was good seeing you. Or talking to you. I guess technically I didn't see you. But you saw me. I'm here. Fresca, dead. Find? Yeah, finding Choop kills me. Alright. You got me. I got aggroed out by Glowspore Shaman aggro. Huh. Maybe we want some shocks. I just still think Niv-Mizzet's better against this version with the more X ones. I don't think this version plays Vivian. Does the version play Vivian? Will and all you other people. Does the Molder Hulk version of Black Green play Vivian Reed? I feel like it should, but I just have not seen them. Next one's December 2019. That's like forever. Yeah, I mean Atlanta gets a GP every year, but GP's blow, so here I am. Ugh. Maybe these are supposed to be. Yeah, shocks kill face. Could kill walkers. Still think Murmuring Mystic's pretty good. I wish I had more dive downs. I really want more dive downs in this deck. Alright, we'll cut an Electromancer. Would you like to play first? Love to. Ugh. This hand's a land away from being fantastic. This hand is pretty mediocre, but I think it's a fine hand. Like, we need to draw... It's unfortunate because we need to draw, like, lands and threats, but, like, we're not going to get aggroed out. We have answers to the first, like, billion things. Keep. Cantrip should, hopefully... Hey! Cantrip should help shore up this hand. And that was a quite good cantrip to have. Die. Tap land. It's pretty nice because like it's pretty good we're on the play here because like we probably want a Lava Coil, whatever this is. Yeah, I definitely think we want a Lava Coil that. Maybe not. We have 1 million Lava Coils and I just like want it exiled. But maybe we're not supposed to Lava Coil it. Radical idea. Put this on bottom. Uh-oh. Hey. So lucky. It's like, I just really want a Lava Coil it to be mana efficient, but it's like so mopey. Hey, what's up, Brendan? How goes it, brother? Taking care of yourself? You winning at Magic? How's your testing been? We are playing some Drakes with me. Actually, we're not playing Drakes. We're more playing Phoenixes. There's more Phoenixes than there are Drakes. But I guess the sentiment's still there. It felt like a pretty good deck. We've played against nothing but black-green, though. Black-green seems to be a popular choice. I'm willing to chart a course here. Even though it's like tempting to Lava Coil. I think I just want to get something going. Like, taking 4 is not unreasonable. I feel like most of their turn just, like, can't be great. Yeah, like, find... What are they? Finding Choop and Glowspore? That's fine. The old classic 2-for-1. What does this do? Forgers, you can only for each card in your graveyard for 5 mana 4/4. That's pretty fine, I guess. And you got a land on top of your library. That is fine. Take my 4. Draw. I think I'm going to Beacon Bolt here, because like then we can set up for 3 2-drops next turn. Which allows us to obviously get our Arclight back. So I think I'm actually going to Beacon Bolt something, which means I want to Beacon Bolt the one I like don't care if they get back, which I think is Glowspore Shaman. We're gonna Beacon Bolt this. Go. I need a dumb, silly modern deck. I'm building Tron right now. That's dumb and silly. It's big, dumb, and silly. That qualifies. My testing is living vicariously through your stream. Is this testing? All right. Well, you're gonna get to see me make a lot of mistakes, so I guess that's testing. Standard's hard. Boop. All right. We have a land to discard a charter course, so let's do that. Oh, now we have a billion lands. Red, blue. Lava Coil that. Red, Lava Coil this. Combat, get my Phoenix back. Yeah, hiya! We know they have a Chupacabra for it, but, I mean, them burning Chupacabra on Arclight Phoenix is not the end of the world. We're just going to put a bunch of power in play. We're going to draw another land. That's suboptimal. I think I'm interested in... like preserving life totals as this game goes on. I have Niv-Mizzets in my deck, which I think makes me favored, although they have Molder Hulks and they have Molder Hulk before I have Niv-Mizzet, which is bad. So now they just get this back. Right. Memorial to Folly. That's actually probably a little better, right? Land. Oh, I thought it was triggered permanent. Well, not permanent, but like creature or land. This card's like kind of mopey, but it does turn into creatures eventually. Can we kill this? Yes, we can. They can just memorial it back. Uh-oh. It's like a loop. A loop. I mean, we can't afford to take 6, so I guess there's just like no real choice. There's no real decision to be made here. Like, until we draw a Niv-Mizzet, we're just going to keep trading down on mana and taking hits from Citrus Supplier. I'm lucky that I get Syracuse. Everything else is a million miles away. Yeah, there's like 3 Syracuses next season, too, and they have another Molder Hulk, huh? This feels like maybe a misstep. But I might be wrong. Like, I feel like they wanted a Memorial. Oh, they just have Infinity Memorials. Yeah, we have to draw like Niv-Mizzet right away. We're just not going to be able to keep up with this engine. Niv-Mizzet? This counts. It's not really Niv-Mizzet, but it counts. Move. I mean, we're just biding time. Like, once again, like, we have to draw to visit, or we will just lose this game. Because Niv-Mizzet is like the thing that outraces these guys. We are not going to be able to race this engine. I wish we had some closer events. We get a Legacy Open, which I don't play in a Team Open. I mean, Legacy's great. You should play Legacy, but yeah, no, I do understand. Like, to have your one event be a Legacy event is pretty frustrating. I would obviously love it, but like I would feel bad for like the people around me. Like a lot of the times the GP we get in Atlanta is limited, and people just like love it. Yeah, I actually knew about this from Finality, but I mean it's not like I had a million choices. They have Plaguecraft in their deck, and I'm trying to draw them Izzet, so I think we're just not going to do anything with this. All right, we have to chump, take 3. think we're dead. I think we're dead. They drew a lot of Molder Hulks and a lot of Memorial of Follies, and like we just can't keep up with this engine of Infinity 6/6s. Does it have trample? Oh, okay. Boop. I think I get to put another one into play next turn. Yeah. Over on June. Molder Hulk. Pretty good engine. Dead. Alright, maybe the Molder Hulk version of Black Green's hard for this deck. I figured it'd be easier. But that definitely felt hard. But then again, I don't think we drew a Crackling Drake all game. And we only drew one Phoenix. Honestly, we didn't draw like any creatures at all. I can't even afford Modern. I'm borrowing a deck for this weekend. I mean, to be fair, I'm borrowing a standard deck for this weekend. Hey, cutie, how's it going? We're not doing so hot so far. We're 1-2. We've played Black Green literally 3 times. I beat it once, lost to it once. Although those 2 games were close, and then the Molder Hulk version was kind of close. Like that 3rd game wasn't, because we just got like they established the Molder Hulk Memorial of Folly thing pretty early, but we did, I think, have a pretty close game in the other game that we lost. Like, we just kind of got aggroed out by Glowspore Shamans, and I think that may have been by mis-sideboarding by me. Tell me the deck's busted. I just picked up the rest of it. Wait, which deck? Like, which version? Did you pick up Arclights? Did you pick up 8 Drakes? Like, what version did you pick up? There's like a billion different Drakes. I even think there's like a Jeskai Drakes list running around with like Deafening Clarion, which honestly might be good, but I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of different versions of Drakes. Borrow Drake. You don't have to borrow standard for teams in Syracuse if you play with me. That's fair, Blitzline. That's fair. I might end up booked for teams. The thing is, like, there's a group of people, I think, that are trying to design a team of Magic players for the SCG Tour that, like, basically are designed. It's designed so that you don't have logistical problems. Like, all of the team members are going to all the opens, and, like, we will always be able to team together. So I think that's kind of the idea. I picked up Arclights and 8 Drakes, but I'm probably going to play the version without Enigma. It seems the most prevalent and hopefully therefore the best. I'm not sure if that's how it works. In fact, usually the most prevalent doesn't mean the best for any given weekend in Standard. Like, having played Standard for a while, Drake wanted to open, he could play with good players now. Yeah, no kidding. Finding teams is difficult. No, you're right, Blitzline. Like, there's a lot of times where you end up with, like, okay, I'll play with you. And then you have trouble finding a third. So, like, it just, and like, you know, you don't always know the third. Like, if I don't know you really well, like, you could just be like flaky. Like, I'm not saying you are, but like the third we would pick up what might be. It just like creates these logistical problems, which is like what people complain about. I think team events are a very elegant solution to the fact that like Legacy is like hard to support a single open 4. Modern sucks, and like people want to like play Standard every now and again. So like being able to get all 3 on a platform, you get to play more Magic and stream more Magic. You get to like have everybody playing what they're good at. Like you can have format experts. And I think it's just like great all around, the exception of the logistical problems that come with playing, you know, with other people. Actually, it's funny. Our area actually has a surplus of Legacy players. We have trouble finding Standard players. We can't get anybody to come play Standard for us. I'll keep this. This hand's like kind of mediocre, but if we never draw like another land for the first like 3 or 4 turns, this hand's like just busted. So actually, that might have been a missequence there. But we're gonna play Mountain and Sulfur Falls. This is probably gonna be a white weenie deck we can't beat. At least it's not black green. Boop, 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 boop. I'm mainly a Standard player. Yeah, like we just don't have very many Standard players in Alabama. I showed up to Vegas looking for a team and I couldn't find a Standard player. Yeah, exactly. See, like just nobody plays Standard. Well, I'm not saying nobody plays Standard, but like it's just the hardest thing to find by a long shot. Lava Coil. That's awkward. Let's chart a course. If we draw any spell, we can put Arclight into play. We did not draw any spell. Well, now I guess we're just casting Arclight. That's medium frustrating. Kill the token. I don't like that. I really don't like holding, though. Whatever, we'll just pass. They're probably going to play a Benelish Marshal that we have to Lava Coil, which is the merit to, like, not doing this. Like I said, if we never drew another land, the hand's busted, but we drew 2 lands off our charter course, so the hand's obviously mopey. Not going to get there off that. But, anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about before the team thing came up. Just talking about... Oh, we're talking about Arclight. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, it's not a Marshall, but I guess I am glad I can Lava Coil that instead of not that. Crackling Drake. That's a pretty good draw. Well, let's see if we can set up for an Arclight turn. Like, this is actually kind of why I don't think the Arclight version may be very good. Like, look at this. Like, we had the potential to have this just, like, busted hand, and instead our hand did nothing. This is a 1-4. What a joke. I guess we get to block it onto. You're just going to shock play, like, that reinforcements card or whatever? Yeah, no, I just, like, can't win, right? To like trade off with like a token to flip Legion's Landing. I wish I have like no hope of winning this game. Whatever, I guess we can try. I really don't want to trade this off. I think we have to. Boop. This is the deck that's been going around a lot. It's like this like heroic reinforcements deck. I mean, it's a good reason to have the Cannonades in the sideboard. Oh, that's a good one. Fortunately, we have to put this on bottom. Shock's good. Shock. Lava Coil we can block. We have to block here. Take 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can live for like a turn. Alright. Okay. Yeah, these aren't nice, right? Yeah, if they have another heroic reinforcements, though, we're just like super dead. We are super dead. How's that for synergy? If you turn to Electromancer, you can turn 3 Fiery Cannonade. Yeah, no kidding. That's just good deck building. Land. What to witness? Alright, do you have a heroic reinforcements? I'm dead to it. Alright. Yeah, this card's just dumb. It's just dumb. Ugh. Blech. Alright, that makes me want to bring in Negate like a real bad. Like, that card's just too good. That and, what's it called? I'll think of it. History of Benalia. Makes me want Negate really badly. Crackling Drake blocks well. Niv-Mizzet is slow, but probably really good. Fiery Cannonade seems unnecessary. This looks like it blocks absurdly well against the 1/1's deck. Although they do become 2/2s pretty reasonably. Maybe Arclight's just like mediocre. I wish I knew how good like our Arclight plan actually is. And maybe we just become a Niv-Mizzet deck here. Actually, we can see what Jerry wants to do. This deck's a little bit different. Yeah, he wants to become like a control deck in this matchup. Yeah, I almost missed these. Really dumb. So what variant do you think is best of standard? I mean, I don't actually know. I was just like kind of talking about problems I think the decks have. Or at least that like this deck has. It also seems to have trouble with go wides. Like, to be honest, I don't know. Like Enigma Drake would have been a lot better there because we could have like blocked a little early, but at the same time we probably still would have just gotten run over by heroic reinforcements. So I'm not sure it's that big of a difference, but it does feel like this deck. I mean, even black green, like the plan of just like go wide around the Drakes and just like kill me before even the Drakes like get a chance to attack by just like tempoing me out by killing them is a pretty good plan. And if like this black green matchup isn't good for this deck, I'm not sure why we were playing it. That may be short-sighted. I'm just like don't want to do this. Like I really just don't want to do this anymore in this matchup. Which means I can cut things like this and just like horrific things like this. I think Tormenting Voice is worse than Radical Idea. What about something like this? I'll leave this in the deck. Deciding what to do here is not easy. 3 Tormenting Voice and yeah, Electromancer does block 1/1s kind of well, so maybe we'll just like leave 3, go one of these. I don't love this plan, but it's like a plan. It's a thing to try. 12 cards is a lot. Matchup probably sucks. Also having trouble getting these out of my deck. Let's try this. Feels like when I played Blue White Flash, the last Envy to Green Black was just literally unwinnable. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how Green Black's like surprisingly good at answering just like big flyers. Yeah, this hand has to be good, I think. We have Murmuring Mystic. We have this. Like, we have a real plan to win this game. It's pretty attractive. Having a plan to win the game is not bad. Not bad. Cleanup. Go to discard. They kept a no-lander. Hello? Exclamation point friendly? What? Why are you moving to cleanup, opponent? Discard heroic reinforcements. That seems wise, given the context of your hand. Well, in this case, I'm just going to play an Electromancer, because I assume it's never dying. Alright. Did we miss on land again? It seems like it's going to be a pretty fun, interactive game. Watch, they'll still come back and win. Oh, they don't want to play Magic with this anymore? Alright, fine. Well, at least they didn't get to see how I sideboarded. They just know Electromancer's still in my deck, and then, like, not even a good Electromancer deck anymore. So, sure. You got me! Actually, I guess I got you by showing you nothing of how I sideboarded. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's pretty absurd. Oh. What a game. What a game indeed. This hand looks like a trap and a half that I am happy to keep. We're going to get run over in this game, but that's okay, because that's what I signed up for. That's why I'm here. No one-mana removal spell? Here comes a 1/1 I can't beat. Watch, one-mana removal spell off the top. Here we go. Here we go. Shivan Fire Shock. Shivan Fire Shock. Right there. Bam! Actually, Fiery Cannonade is pretty good. Go. We'll hold it up. They will know what's up. That way when they play their history on turn 3, they're going to play their Mopey 2-drop on 2, like Vanguard, history on 3, and then we're going to Fiery Cannonade them, and it's going to be disgusting. I might even play the Electromancer to try to bait them into it. I'm not actually going to do that. It means we have to take a little bit of damage, but it means we get to go Cannonade into Murmuring Mystic, which is, like, I feel like kind of the way we drew it up. Crackling Drake follow-up, pretty good. Although we need to draw a land, ironically. This hand needs a land in the next 2 steps in order to actually Mystic on 4. Otherwise, we're just like at an awkward spot. Yeah, take a million. You have to attack with 3 creatures, right? Yeah, cool. Alright. We have Negate for history, but like honestly, we don't want to negate history. Uh-oh. That keeps your vampire token alive. There's another vampire token. That's fine. Not negating that. We'll only have 2 mana. That's reasonable. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to miss the land. We're supposed to... I don't think they have hasters outside of heroic reinforcements, so I'm actually just going to Fiery Cannonade. It's not a pirate, right? Yeah, cool. Go. This is a pirate, though. No, not even a pirate. Not even a pirate. So they go back down to those 2 creatures. We need to draw land in order to Mystic. Hopefully they don't really have much else going on, because if we miss on a land, we're just in real rough shape. But we hit because we're perfect. Oop. There may have been merits to playing Crackling Drake first as a 1/4 since it actually has 1 power, but I kind of like when we get this going. Never forget I beat you. Definitely won't you. Definitely won't. Yeah, this is to be expected. No, I actually don't feel that dumb, because like... Playing Crackling Drake next turn is a pretty attractive turn. I don't know how well they're going to be able to beat... Like, after using 1 Conclave Tribunal, I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to beat another one of these. Although, if they have multiple Heroic Reinforcements in hand, and we don't get to, like, get this Negate going, we're just going to die. They have another Tribunal? Oh, they have that. Alright, that's fine. I can beat that. They have a tap land, huh? Did not want to attack. That's actually a pretty good draw. Let's play Murmuring Mystic. I think we're in a pretty good spot to stabilize from here. Like, we can negate heroic reinforcements, and we have Fiery Cannonade for anything else. Like, all our creatures block well. We're probably going to Cannonade before this history comes off. So I think we're in alright shape. Like, it has to look like, I think, a Loxodon, whatever the Loxodon's guy name is. Like, that's probably the card that beats us here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and negate this. I want to be able to get aggressive, I think, next turn. That may have been a loose negate, but I just like feel like it's getting worse. So we can shock, and then we can cannonade and play Drake, but I still don't think that's terribly good. They don't want to throw away their whole board. I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't think I want to drink any Cannonade. I think we just want 2 Cannonade, then Electromancer. It's the same damage whether or not I attack with the illusion first. Yep, pay 4. And I want to be able to start attacking with this Drake in order to actually punish them for paying 4 over and over again. Boop. Tap land. Blue, red. Here's an Electromancer. Go. I'm not even sure they were supposed to pay 4 for Vanguard there. Like, it just does nothing in the face of a Murmuring Mystic. Baffling End. Gets rid of Electromancer. Card does not seem very good. Doesn't even answer Arclight. Why is that still in your deck? I guess they're that scared of Electromancer turns, they probably figure that's like the only way they lose. I don't really know. Looks like we may win this game after all, folks. The hero may get it after all. Boop. Good card. What was a good card? Oh, they don't want to play Magic anymore. I still love that the Drakes go to 0-4s when you win a game. Alright, we're 2-2. We're doing reasonable. We just beat a hard matchup. Like, they did keep a non-functional hand in game 2 to where they're just like, I mean, literally we're just discarding lands. But, I mean, game 3, like, the Cannonades looked very impressive. I think I like the Cannonade plan a little more than the Entrancing Melody plan. Entrancing Melody has just kind of felt like a super medium card. The times I've played it, like the testing I've done this week, this card I still don't know. Like, it's so hard to assess. Like, it's just like this big, dumb card advantage engine that, like, is super Timmy, but I'm not sure that's what this deck needs. Like, I don't know what problems this solves, but it's in the deck, I guess. Keeping this hand, this one's a little loose. We have a Radical Idea, though, which is really attractive for fixing the hand. It's a little slow, but, like, I mean, if we're going to kind of, like, play our deck like a control deck, I think that Radical Idea is pretty good. And we have to just, like, hope this isn't mono red aggro and it's just, like, the mirror or whatever. Alright. The land draw is really good there, because now we're not, like, stressing that this Radical Idea needs to hit a land. So I think we're doing alright. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the mirror. The mirror is odd. I think the 8 Drakes deck, Chris, if you're still here, I think the 8 Drakes deck is favored in the mirror, and it looks like it is. Like, I think the 8 Drakes one plays Discovery over some of the other things like Tormenting Voice and stuff like that. I think they are favored in the mirror, which is maybe a reason to play it as well. Like, if you can be favored, if you stay favored against Black-Green, which I'm not sure that you are, but if you stay favored against Black-Green and be favored in the mirror, then it's pretty attractive to be on the 8 Drake version. I have this deck on Moto, but Green-Black feels so bad. For this deck, yeah, like, that's what I was saying earlier, is that, like, Green-Black kind of feels like it could go wide, and so, like, you kind of just, like, want, like, a sweeper. I mean, that's what Jeskai gets, right? Like, that's what they get out of everything, is they get a sweeper. Beacon Bolt in their graveyard is worth talking about. What is this turn? This might just be a Enigma Drake, which I might bounce and just untap and Crackling Drake. Like, tempo in this matchup's important, yeah. Tempo in this matchup is pretty important, so I might actually just, like, bounce this. I don't know. Because they can just untap and, like, then they're faced, like, with either play their Enigma Drake and Lava Coil Lars or just, like, whatever. It's pretty bad, but I actually think I'm going to do it. Like, being the first one to have a Drake in play is pretty attractive. And I think we can get that accomplished by bouncing there. Now, I may be wrong, because it's not like I'm a matchup expert here, but from what I've experienced of the Drake's Mirror, like, the first one to, like, keep a Drake into play is just, like, probably going to win. Like, I fully expect this to die. They play Wild Growth Walker and Explore Creature, and I feel like I can't win. Yeah, exactly. No, like, you have to leave Lava Coils in for that, and, like, you need that Meteor card, the Star of Extinction, in order to, like, feel reasonable. Yeah, see, like, they're not looking to just slam their Enigma Drake because they don't want me to untap this Drake. They're probably looking for a Lava Coil, or they're just, like, being mana efficient. Maybe they're looking for a land to play their Enigma Drake. But if they're just playing Enigma Drake here, I think we're in great shape. Yeah, look. So this is exactly how it plays out. It's all about, like, who gets ahead on board first. This is a very tempo-heavy matchup, so the blink of an eye there, even though it didn't cycle, I think was actually a pretty good play. So we're going to... I can't tell if Murmuring Mystic's actually good in this matchup. I think I'm gonna stick the next Drake and try to be able to have Murmuring Mystic plus play spell in the same turn. Like, if I can get to that position, I think we're alright. And it looks like we were gonna make it there, which is nice. Him here, that's attractive. If they just play Enigma Drake, we're gonna be alright. Crackling Drake. Alright, perfect. So we get to be the first ones with a Drake in play, which means we're probably gonna be the first ones to attack with a Drake, which is really nice. It's a good spot to be in this matchup. Alright, Mystic. Blue. Let's chart a course. See if we can add a jumpstart spell. Oof. Have I played a land this turn? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna discard the land. Alright, we have a 3/4. We can combo block, we're just not gonna do that, which means they actually get to be the first one to attack with the Drake. Like, I kinda wanted to discard a spell there, but we have a chump blocker for their Drake, so that's fine. Also worth noting, they have Niv-Mizzet. We don't. That's kind of problematic, and that's like another reason I think they're favored is that, like, once again, when the matchup's about the board, I guess maybe I haven't said this already, but if the matchup's about the board, then Niv-Mizzet just like sits on the board and just like takes over the game. Oh no! That was actually a really good sequence for them. Like, shocking there. Like, once again, you just kind of get to see the tempo play. I'm willing to take 6 though, because I'm going to theoretically be able to produce more birds later. Like, we have a good turn lined up next turn, and I think this means that we can chump block. Like, having 2 spells like means that we can chump block more later. They're probably gonna shock this in just to try to play as many spells as possible. At least they aren't thinking about it. They don't want to lose this race. Another charter course? Sure. Why would you charter course again? Like, you know you're gonna go to discards. I guess it's still just a regular charter course, but you could have just played one before combat. Play Electromancer. Let's lead off with an opt. See if we can find a Phoenix to really get something going here and try to leverage the advantages that our version has over theirs. Opt. What is this? Bottom. Lava Coil is good. Lava Coil your Drake. Red. Tormenting Voice, discarding Mountain. Draw 2 cards. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we have to hold all this. Combat, and we'll just attack with everybody. And now, suddenly we're ahead in the race. If they had to play Niv-Mizzet, we're in not great shape. But although I think I can Mirari Conjecture into Blink of an Eye, and I think just kill them. So, that's something. I get to, like, kill a bird. They can, like, slam Niv here, but I get to, like, play this into this. They get to kill one thing, draw a card, and then die. So, we're alright. Charter course makes sense. They're probably going to Beacon Bolt my Drake here. Although, they still take 2, 6, 7, 3. I don't like this sequence from them. I like just Beacon Bolting, I think. Like, I don't have any mana up. I can't do anything about it. And, like, this Drake's not going to protect you from all of this. I think they're just dead. Yeah, I think they're just dead. They're super dead. Boop. This says instant, right? Yeah. Boop. Turn blink. Blink your Crackling Drake. Okay. Blue, blink. Cast target that. And they're dead. We did it. We did it, chat. So, see, like, that's a good example of how the matchup plays out. Like, they had 7 cards in their hand, right? And we had 2. And they were dead. Like, a lot of our cards are in play, but, like, that blink, I think, was really instrumental to winning us the game. No, I don't know how to board against... Like, I don't know how to board with this version against the other version. They're probably the better Niv-Mizzet deck. The fact they have so many Drakes makes you want to bring this card in. If it gets if it gets a Spell Pierced, I feel really stupid, but I'm not sure that I have much of a choice. Excuse me. This is like justifiable. All of this is justifiable. But I'm not sure we actually want all of this. These are the things I'm like reasonably considering. I think Shock is horrific. They don't have Electromancer in this version, so there's no need, like, even there's like literally no justification for keeping the card in our deck. Vegan Bolt's good. Mystic's good. Shivan Fire might be okay. Like, it lets us instep shoot something and then untap. I don't really like Mirari Conjecture. Tapping out like for something like that that's just like big and fat that isn't going to kill a Niv-Mizzet is pretty mopey. Not in love with the idea. Not super fan of Electromancer, although it does enable some of our more busted turns. I do like Blink of an Eye. Arclight Phoenix just gets blocked really well. Maybe we should cut all the Arclight Phoenixes. That feels kind of absurd, but I think we're going to do it. Alright, yeah. I like this kind of like transformative plan where we go from like a Arclight Phoenix deck to like a Niv-Mizzet deck. And like pretty seamlessly, we can just be like, all right, whatever. Like we saw these cantrips that are reasonable under Niv-Mizzet, and this seems reasonable. We have like reasonable backup. Like we're not the best Niv-Mizzet deck, but we transform to a reasonable Niv-Mizzet deck from an Arclight deck. Sure, why not? We'll mimic them. Go. There's a chance they spell pierce our opt, so we're probably going to opt in response here. There's nothing else I'm doing this turn. I don't think it terribly influences based on what they play turn 2. Opt's a reasonable card to have. So I've actually spell pierced an opt in the mirror before, and it was fine. Like countering cantrips and legacy is obviously much better, but because the cantrips are better. But like I thought it was pretty reasonable. Put them on having like no lands because they were on a mulligan, so I was just like, whatever, I'll spell pierce their opt. And like I said, it was fine. We should be cutting Tormenting Voice, I think, in this matchup. Now that I'm looking at it in my hand, if it gets Spell Pierce, it's just disastrous. Yeah, that's fine. We have the Coil if they decide to slam an Enigma Drake. Probably means we'll lose to the Crackling Drake. I'm going to opt in response. I don't really care what this is. This on bottom, draw a card. This is fine. And like they're still kind of holding up Spell Pierce and like getting Tormenting Voice Spell Pierced is full disaster. They discarded one. Yeah, they definitely have one then because it's pretty reasonable-ish in the mirror, and the fact that they just like graveyarded one means they have to already have one, right? Electromancer is going to be pretty attractive to have in play though. Here, we can protect it pretty reasonably. We have Dive Down, we have Negate, we just have it all. Have it all, chat. Although the fact they did it like that, I kind of wanted a Tormenting Voice, but man, we can do it later. Whatever we do, we can hold it. All right, bloop. Let's get Spell Pierced. They definitely have Spell Pierce, so Spell Pierce this. Oh no! I'd rather have this Spell Pierced than my Tormenting Voice, so I'm pretty okay with this trade. Like trading a Lava Coil and a Dive Down with a Spell Pierce and a Lava Coil and a Spell Pierce with a Dive Down and an Electromancer is a pretty reasonable trade. Now I get to like just like be the first one to stick this guy and he doesn't die to Lava Coil. That's the reason I think Murmuring Mystic's actually good in the mirror. Like the tokens are pretty mopey, like they oftentimes end up just chump blocking a lot, but the fact that it has 5 toughness I feel like is really, really important. Oh no, Beacon Bolt. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Oop, chart of course. I'm gonna Tormenting Voice, discard a land, I think. Discard a land. It's just a high chance we draw another land, as we did. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass, hold up Negate and Radical Idea. This means they're probably racing the Niv-Mizzet. Although, theoretically, if we draw land Niv-Mizzet, then we're going to hit Niv-Mizzet first. I feel tempted to negate this. Like, the fact they haven't played a land yet actually really tempts me. Like, I do this on Legacy all the time to try to get my stuff dazed. But, like, in Standard, I don't know if this is something they're thinking about. I feel like they actually legitimately need lands. I'm going to negate this. This may be absurd, but like I want to keep them off Niv-Mizzet mana, and like I think the rest of their turn could just like look really bad if they don't have a land. And like Discovery digs even better than even Charter Course does. Like it literally looks at 3 cards, so that's just like much better. I kind of like that. I think that was pretty good. I'm proud of myself. Whether or not you guys are, I guess, is for debate. They discarded a dive down. Oh, they're gonna miss. Boom! Missed the land. Look how smart and thin we are. Let's Charter Course first. Electromancer, huh? Yeah, I'll discard the Steam Vents. Play the Electromancer. Play the Sulfur Falls. I'm gonna go ahead and Radical Idea. Yeah, no matter what I drew there, like I can still flashback Radical Idea if I want. But like if they play a Drake, I obviously want Lava Coil. Yeah, that's reasonable. Playing Drake makes sense. Try to draw the land. You did draw the land, and now they have dive down back up. Disgusting. Boop. There's a land. 4 or 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast this with Jumpstart to lead the turn off. All right. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if I want to hold this land. Coil this. I can't believe that actually worked. I can't believe that worked. And then we have a Shivan Fire for their next Drake. We can just like instep Shivan Fire it. They don't have dive down. They put their dive down in the graveyard already, it looks like. Which is pretty convenient for me. Yep, that's reasonable. Cast with Kicker, targeting this. Alright. Boop. Okay, your Drake. The Search for Escant is probably going to beat us because it's going to flip. Niv-Mizzet. Radical Idea is good. Radical Idea. Niv-Mizzet. Lava Coil. I'm actually going to discard this Lava Coil. Niv-Mizzet. Hey, ding. That's pretty good. That's exactly what we were looking for. Niv-Mizzet. And now we have to try not to die to this Search for Escanta. Probably requires the strongest spell. They graveyarded their Charter Course. They can now cast their Niv-Mizzet, which means they're going to be the first ones to be able to have the Mizzet in play. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to happen. This is the whole reason of the way I played this game, but I think it was unavoidable. Here's Niv-Mizzet. And now they have Niv-Mizzet plus Escanta with 3 cards in hand versus just our Niv-Mizzet. But I guess technically if they just play a billion spells, we can like try to win the Niv-Mizzet like asymmetry. Yeah, they're going to try to kill my Niv-Mizzet. Sure. That's fair. Probably have a Lava Coil. They just like only have to cast Lava Coil. Yeah. Shoot them. I don't want them to draw a card yet, so I'm just going to opt. I want to like hide this like remaining information for as long as possible. Maybe I should be shooting their Niv-Mizzet here, but like this is only 3 guaranteed damage unless we draw specifically another opt. We can't actually kill their Niv-Mizzet. Oh, is yield. Hopefully that only yielded the damage one. Bottom. Yeah, we'll shoot you. And now our Niv-Mizzet's dead, and so probably are we. Alright, yep, it's dead. You killed my whole board. Blech. Niv-Mizzet, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, cast something that draws cards. That's fine, actually. I'm willing to do that. Because like this way, if I draw Beacon Bolt, we're actually in pretty good shape. It needs to be a good Beacon Bolt. We have Beacon Bolt like right now, but I think we have outs. I think we can beat this potentially. That's what I'm talking about, chat. That's what I'm talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about. Alright. Flashback on the Drake. Discarding the land. Alright. We killed their stuff. They have a dive down? Alright, yeah, we're just like super dead. No! Lame. I could have had a Lava Coil there, right? Oh, no, I couldn't, because like they're both sorceries. Lame. Alright, let's try it. Let's try being on the play. I thought we were going to get that one for sure when they missed the land drop, because like hitting your land drops and being the first to Niv-Mizzet is so important. So I was like, yes, we're going to do it. And then we just didn't draw the Niv-Mizzet. No! Until it turned after theirs. What a tilt. Thanks everybody for sticking around. We're about 2 hours into my standard testing. I'm going to be playing Izzet Drakes, and then I think I'm going to play a Decklist with Crackling Drake. I'm going to the Envy. Nice! I'm going to need you to tell me what to do on Friday of the tournament. Dude, I don't know what to do on Friday of the tournament. But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. We've been live for about 2 hours. If you appreciate the content that I am producing, you should definitely follow me. It's the easiest way to support me, and it lets you know when I go live. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for finding my content. If you would please subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. It helps support me, helps grow my channel. It helps keep me producing content for you. I am testing Drakes for the Invitational. I'm very likely to be playing a Crackling Drake strategy no matter what. There's just like no chance I play black-green. But I'm not exactly set on exactly what my deck's going to look like. I don't think we want this. So that's why I'm here. I'm testing standard on the last day before the Invitational. You have played more Invitationals than me? Oh, like to check in? Oh, so the Invitational, this one begins at 11 instead of noon. They normally begin at noon. This one begins at 11. And you have to check in at the front, like at the actual stage at before 10:50. So like you basically have to be up there and like just like, hey, say hey, I'm here, and then like they'll be like, okay, cool, and then they'll sit you for the players meeting. Obviously, there's no entry fee. You qualified for this, and it's gonna be 4 rounds of modern. You're gonna have a modern players meeting, which is awful. I hate players meetings, and then you're going to after the 4 rounds of modern, you're gonna have a standard players meeting where you turn in your deck list. So technically, you don't even have to turn in your deck list at all until the 5th round of the tournament. So that's pretty cool. Discovery, they're looking for their next land. Hopefully they miss. Jerks, I had a radical idea to find mine. But yeah, and after that, I mean, it's just like, it's very reasonable Magic. The feature Magic here works a little differently. They made it look a little bit like the Pro Tour. They top both, so they found their land. Red, let's play this. Slash us back. Playing blue, discarding this. Hopefully draw a land. We did not. We missed. Alright. But yeah, Invitational is a really good tournament. I have actually done fairly well at the last few, just like consistently cashing, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Cashing the Envies, cashing the Envies is obviously just insane because it's the same price payout as if you top 8 the Open. I'm so done, it's unreal. Blech. I wonder how we could have played this game differently. Like, I feel like my hand was fine, but we just like missed on lands and died, which is really frustrating. Like a cantrip heavy deck. Just like I expect to flood out, and like I do a lot to try to mitigate flood, but just like drawing a bunch of lands and dying is not great. Not great. I don't want to play like a boosted animal like I usually do. Yeah, same. I don't know, like, every Invitational I've gone to has actually been really laid back for me. This is the first one where I, like, am deeply invested in how I do. The last one I was a little bit, because, like, I was a little bit in the points race, but I wasn't nearly as, like, there wasn't as much on the line. Whereas, like, this Invitational, I legitimately have a shot to win the seasonal leaderboard, which is, like, that's unreal. Like, I'm just so humbled to be in that position. But, like, it's the first time I've been, like, really, really invested in how I do. Like, every time I'm just like, I'd be happy to min cash. And I have. Like, the last 3, I think I've min cashed. And that's just great. Both times I think I was playing for top 16, ended up min cashing, which is, I guess, a little bit tilting if you look back on it. Like, I've been in some spots to win quite a bit of money and just, like, haven't. If we get Spellpiercer, I'm just conceding. Alright, we did not. I'm going to play opt. If they have Niv-Mizzet next turn, I just, like, want to opt. Put on top. So yeah, I've just like been in some spots to do well, but like I actually like the tournament does wear down on you. The like 16th round of the tournament is kind of a beating. This is my second one. NV, first one I got crushed in Legacy. I've never played a Legacy NV. All of mine have been Modern Standard. This is actually kind of sweet. We get to like Lava Coil their thing, and then hold up Negate. Like for whatever they have here, which is probably Dive Down. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Check out Negate. Got him, son. And then if they play Niv-Mizzet, we can like Star of Extinction it. Eventually. We have to draw 2 red lands, I suppose. This time Niv, we're probably dead. Hey, look, they didn't. How nice. How nice of them. Playing 2 Drakes. Alright. Well, that makes my star look good if we can hit it. Oh, land's good. I think I'm going to slam my Niv-Mizzet. Means I have to take 12, but I think slamming Niv-Mizzet is good. May have to trade next turn. Legacy ones were awesome, but I didn't play a Treasure Cruise deck, so rip. Yeah, I mean, playing a Treasure Cruise deck during the Treasure Cruise era was pretty mandatory. But, oh, Lava Coil, sure. Am I dead? I might actually just die here. Well, they don't actually know that I'm... Like, that my plan is to Star of Extinction them, so I might actually, like, kind of get them here. Like, they're letting me draw 2 cards, I assume. Boop. Well, there's the dive down I need. Alright, we're taking 16. That's by 2 more spells and I'm done. You got it? Looks like they don't. We have to hope they don't have Spell Pierce and that we draw land. That's what needs to happen here. Oh no. That's so bad. That's so bad for me. Land! Tilt. We can still draw like a Lava Coil. Though we've been through 2 of them, I suppose. I think we're just dead now. No! Dang it! Why is this so much mana? Would have been so good. But it was not. We died. Alright, well, we 2-3'd. That's fine. Overall, I don't know that I like this version. I think the 8 Drakes version might just be better. Like, Arclight Phoenix, like, I boarded it out against Drakes. It just kind of felt a little, like, easy to go wide against. Against Black-Green, like you saw we lost to Black-Green twice. It just, like, felt like it was easy to just kind of overpower with that. Like, this engine didn't feel good enough against Black-Green at this point in time. And, like, we didn't even play against the Doom Whisperer versions. Like, I played against those in the Classic, and Doom Whisperer eats this deck's lunch. Like, this card, if you don't have this card for Doom Whisperer, and even if you do, they just, like, you don't pressure their life total that quick. They have a lot of removals, so they just, like, pay, like, 4 life or whatever, find a huge bomb and just, like, untap and, slam something that, like, you can't beat. So, I don't know how people win with this deck as much as they do. For me, it didn't feel like it was that powerful. I think the 8 Drakes version is probably just better. Like, check out Jerry Thompson's article. Shout out to Jerry T, sponsor me. He wrote a good article on an 8 Drakes build and has the Cyber Guide in there, and he was actually the Cyber Guide I was kind of basing how I sideboarded here around. Playing Niv-Mizzet main in the 8 Drakes version is just so good. Like, Niv-Mizzet's so dumb. It is much better than what this card's doing. Just like, Niv-Mizzet's great. And Enigma Drake's very good against the aggressive decks, and it also just, like, kind of focuses your plan a little bit better. So, that's my take. If I play Drakes the Invitational, it will probably be some variant of 8 Drakes. I don't know exactly what that'll look like, but that's probably what I'm looking at. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you, if you like what you see, even if I scrubbed out, if you liked spending time with me, please follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and, that'll let you know when I produce more content, so you can come in, join in on the fun, and see me ape around a little bit. Thanks, everyone.